We are officially back on my collection video. For today, we are going to be doing my foundations. I feel like I've been kind of holding this video off because I have so many and I knew it was going to be a big video, but here we are. We're going to be doing my foundation collection. I know declutter is needed because I have so many and I'm like looking in here and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to declutter half of these. So stay tuned for declutter, definitely coming soon. But for now, we're going to do our foundation collection. So the first one I have in my collection is from Yensa. This is their Super Serum Silk Foundation. I absolutely love this. They have sent me shades, so that's why I have so many, but I have 3 different shades. This is a really, really great foundation. It has amazing coverage. It sits really well on the skin, and it also wears really well. It also has skincare ingredients in here, so that's amazing as well. So love this one. I am an affiliate with Yensa. My coupon code is just Makeup Molly, and it actually gets you 30% off the website. So if you ever want to try anything from them, highly, highly recommend. Also, their sister brand, Purlisse, I'm also an affiliate with them as well, so I'll show you guys the foundations I have from them next. I actually had to go grab this one because it was on my vanity. I use these so much. They're probably one of my most used foundations. So they have a whole line in these. So this is the original one. This is their BB tinted cream, and then they also have came out with so many other ones. So one of my favorites is the Ageless Glow, and this one is a BB cream, and then they also have a Radiant Glow BB cream, and then also a Youthful Glow CC cream. All of these are incredible. Really great coverage. They sit really nice on the skin. Again, they have skincare benefits in them. I cannot say enough good things about them. A little bit goes a long way. I could just go on and on, but again, same thing with the coupon code. It also works on Purlisse as well. Some of my favorite foundations I own. I do have some here from IT Cosmetics in the front. So I have their original CC cream, and then I also have the CC Nude Glow from them. Next, I have some of my Too Faced. So I do have their Born This Way matte foundation. This one isn't a favorite. I feel like I much prefer the original one. So I have 2 different shades in this. I have the shade Nude and then also Warm Beige. I think I have another shade on my vanity as well. This is one of my favorite high-end foundations. I absolutely love, love, love this. I've used it for years. It's been a holy grail of mine. The matte one, I don't know. The matte one's just okay for me. And then I have lots of Lancome up here in the front. This is their Tinted Ultra Wear Foundation. I'm not sure how I acquired so many different shades in this one, but it is a favorite of mine. I do really enjoy it. I feel like I've also gotten PR from them over the years, so maybe that's why I have so many of them, but a really great foundation from them. And then I also have their newest one as well back here. So this is the one that they just launched. This is the Care Glow one, and I do like this one as well. I know it's kind of getting mixed reviews, but I think it's really good. I use it quite often. This is the shade that I've been using here. This one is in 305 Neutral, and then I also have another deeper shade as well. And then I have a few here from NARS in the front. This is their Light Reflecting Foundation. I feel like mine need to be shaked because they're looking like a little separated, but I really, really liked this foundation when it came out. I haven't reached for this one in a while, but it is a good one. And then more from NARS, I do have their Soft Matte Foundation as well. This is, again, another favorite of mine. From KVD Vegan Beauty, I do have their Locket Foundation. This one is pretty thick on the skin. It's a very mattifying, very thick formula. I feel like if I were to do a declutter, this would probably have to go, but I do have a couple of shades in that. I have this one here from Zoeva. I've used so much in this. I feel like you can tell I really, really like this one. This is their Authentic Skin Luminous Foundation, a really nice option if you want something a little bit glowy but not too glowy. From Huda Beauty, I do have her Luminous Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. This is the reformulation of this one. I do also like this as well. I feel like I have a few more shades, but I'm not sure where they are, but this is a really good one too. From Bare Minerals, I have their Liquid Mineral Foundation, a couple of shades in that one. I do like this formula as well. I just found another one of the Natural Radiant Foundations from NARS. It looks like this is the shade that I've been using. There's quite a bit missing in this one. This is the shade Duvel. From Anastasia Beverly Hills, I have their foundation. I think this is just called the Luminous Foundation. I like this one. I do think it's pretty similar to the Zoeva one, and I do prefer that one a little bit more. I also feel like the shade match is a little off for me, but it's an okay foundation. This one does not get enough love from Lorac. It is so good. It's their Pro Soft Focus Longwear Foundation. I highly, highly recommend this if you can get your hands on it. It gives just the perfect amount of glow, and it just looks so natural, beautiful. It wears really well. I really, really like this one. From Huda Beauty, I have a few of her stick foundations. This was called the Faux Filter Satin Finish. I'm okay on this one. It's not like my favorite stick foundation, but I do like it. I feel like I really just don't reach for stick foundations that often, but it is a nice foundation. I just don't really reach for it super often. Next over here from Fenty, I do have her Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I really haven't worn this one too much. I need to bust it out, honestly, because I don't have an opinion on it. I think I got it and I just kind of have ignored it since I got it. I also think I have another one from Fenty that I've also barely used. This is the Eavesdrop. I got this one too, and I feel like I've used it once. I need to use that one a little more too. From NARS, I have their Sheer Glow. I don't even know if they make this anymore. I think that this one, like the new one that they made, kind of replaced this. But I did like this original formula. It's very lightweight if you want something a little bit more light. And then from Milani, I have their Glow Hydrating Skin Tint. This is really nice. Again, mine needs to be shaken. I feel like I've been neglecting this drawer, but this is a really nice drugstore option if you want something very glowy and light on the skin. From Ciate London, I have their Dewy Skin Glass Tint. This wasn't a favorite of mine. I feel like it was an okay formula, but nothing to write home about. I have a couple of the Hydromaniacs from Urban Decay in 2 different shades. This one I had to actually pull from upstairs because I've been using this one a bunch. This is the Luminous Silk from Giorgio Armani. It's been my go-to lately. It's such a beautiful foundation. I get the hype on this one. I feel like for a while, I mean, everyone kind of just talked about this, but I was like, I don't need it. But now I understand why. It's a really, really great foundation. From Makeup Forever, I have their HD Skin Foundation. This one was okay for me. It wasn't anything, again, amazing, but I kept it in my collection. I think I got it at the Sephora sale. From Laura Mercier, up next, I have their Tinted Moisturizer in the Natural Skin Perfector. I feel like some of these I have so much to say about, and then other ones I'm like, meh. I just don't really have much to say about them, but these ones are from Dalton. I have their TCE Super Coverage Makeup, and then I also have their Anti-Stress Perfector. I prefer the Anti-Stress one. This one, the TCE, is a little bit too full coverage for me. I like this one a little bit more over this one. I have a couple of shades in this L'Oreal Paris one. I honestly cannot even tell you my thoughts on this. I don't even know if I've ever even tried it, but this is from L'Oreal. It's their Skin Paradise Water Infused Tinted Moisturizer. Another tinted moisturizer, this one is from NARS. I do like this one though. This is the Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. And then another really good foundation, this one is from Yensa. This is their BC foundation. I do like the serum one a little bit more than this one, but this one is also still really, really good option. I have another one of these Ciate London Dewy Skin Tints. From CoverGirl, this one I feel like is like a polarizing foundation. This is called their Clean Fresh. Do you guys remember when this came out? I feel like some people hated it, some people loved it. I myself hated it when it came out. I feel like it pilled on me. It just didn't look good. And then I got it again and I loved it. Like I bought it at the drugstore because I was like, let me give it another try. And I absolutely love it now. So I don't know if I just got like a bad formula. Like I'm wondering if like some PR packages just went out bad. But since I've tried it at the drugstore, I do really, really like it. I have two actually. I think it's the same shade too because I was using it so much. Where is the shade? Yes, so this is the shade Fair Light is what I'm using in it. From Lancome, I have their Skin Feels Good. This is a hydrating skin tint. And I can't think of my thoughts on this one. I think it was okay when I tried it. From Smashbox, I have the Studio Skin Full Coverage tint as well. I feel like I have a lot of skin tints, like way more than I realized. I feel like it's became pretty popular for brands to put out skin tints. I also have another one here. This one is from the brand Say. I don't really care too much, I think, for this one. It's okay, but I have other ones I prefer more, but this is their Slip Tint. It does have SPF in it. I feel like this is just like a OG, but this is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-hour wear hydrating foundation. This I've had in my collection for so long. I have a little mini from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I think I got this as like a Sephora Point Perk or something. This one also is one that kind of takes me back. This is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie. This one was cool because it had a doe foot on it, and then it also has the pump, so you could use it like more than one way if you wanted to. And then speaking of OGs, I do have the Double Wear Foundation from Estee Lauder. I feel like so many people love this one. And then from Catrice, I have their HD Liquid Cover Foundation. I think this is really great. I know they just recently expanded the shade range on this. I highly recommend this. I think they also have like changed the formula a tiny bit. Still just as good, I feel like, as the original one, but I really do like this one. And then I think on this side is mostly drugstore. I know I had some drugstore mixed in over there, and I think there are a few high-end ones over here, but mostly drugstore. So I'll start here in the front. This is a really nice foundation. Again, I feel like it gets overlooked, but it's from the brand Joa. I never really hear anyone talking about them, but they have such good products. These need to be shooken up, but this is called the Truly Yours Natural Skin Foundation. It's a great one. It has really great coverage. Again, it looks like your skin, but better. Lasts really well on the skin. Super nice. And then they also have in here their tinted luminizer. This is a glow stick. So this one you can use more as like a kind of everyday product if you want to use it underneath your foundation, over top. I've used it before only on this, and then it has a little brush there that you can use as well. Like a solid year, this was the only foundation I used. I was obsessed with it. This is the L'Oreal Fresh Wear, and I used the shade 420. I feel like I was obsessed with this. I haven't reached for it in a while. I forgot about it, honestly, but I went through so many bottles of this. I think like 3 or 4 bottles, because I loved it that much. From Wet n Wild, I have the OG from them right here. This is their Photo Focus foundation. I have the dewy version and then also the regular version. This wasn't a favorite of mine. I feel like I've kept it on hand just to have, but it's not one that I reach for a ton. I feel like I go through phases a lot. This is another one that I absolutely loved, that I went through so many bottles in. This is from Maybelline. It's their Dream Radiance Liquid foundation. So good. So the shade that I was using is 30. I think these are all shade 30 because I was going through them so regularly, and I know they sent me like a big box of them because I was always talking about it, but look at how much I've used out of this one, and I know this is probably like my 4th one because it's such a nice foundation. It looks very skin-like, super glowy, but not overly glowy. It does have hyaluronic acid in there, so I feel like it's nice and smooth on the face. It's just such a nice drugstore option. Honestly, you guys, I feel like the drugstore just has such great foundations. You guys will see that as I kind of point out some of my favorites. I feel like so many times I could just shop drugstores for foundations because I feel like they have such good ones. Flower Beauty, this is the Light Illusion Luminous Foundation. And then I also have their Get Real Serum Foundation as well. I prefer the serum over this one. This one's just a little bit thicker. I feel like the serum just looks a little more skin-like on me personally. I do also have another shade in that flower one. And then this one from NYX. This is the Total Control Drops. I feel like these, again, need to be mixed up. It's been a while since I've used them, but I just have my true shade, and then I also have this light one here. I used to use this a lot for mixing. If I had a foundation that didn't match me, I would like drop some of this in it, but it's been a while since I've done that. But I think it's a nice foundation, again, from the drugstore, a nice option. From Kokie, I have their Skin Perfect HD Foundation. I do remember liking this one. It wasn't a favorite of mine, but I do like it. Another one that I did like as well is from No. 7. This one is called the Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum Foundation. I feel like I don't hear much about this brand anymore, but they used to be available, I think, at Walgreens. They had a lot of really good products, but I did like this foundation from them. And then we've got some from Revolution Beauty. So this one here is the Conceal and Hydrate Foundation, and then I also have the Conceal and Define foundation from them. These were, again, were okay. They weren't one that I was like crazy about, but I have kept them. I don't even know why. And then I have this one from Beauty Blender. Again, I loved this one. This is another one that I was like using nonstop. So this is their Bounce Foundation, the Skin Tint. I think this is, again, another overlooked one that is really great from the store. I feel like I was gonna say drugstore, but it's not a drugstore foundation. It's just, you know, a high-end, but it's not too pricey. I think it's like $20. I knew I would have some high-end ones in here. So another one from IT Cosmetics. This one is the Your Skin But Better Foundation. I feel like out of all the IT Cosmetics foundations that I have, the other the CC creams, I think this one is my favorite formula out of all the ones. And then I have this one here. This one is from Winky Lux. Not a fan of this one. This one looks very heavy on the skin. Just not a good foundation. I don't know why I've kept this one around. Another Maybelline. Here we go. I think this is in, oh, shade 20. Okay, a different shade at least, but again, another favorite. From e.l.f., this is the Flawless Finish Foundation. I think this retails for like $6. And again, I think it's a great option from the drugstore. I think it's nice on the skin. From Soul Body, we have the Face and Makeup Body Face and Makeup. This, like, who is going to go through this entire tub of foundation? I have no idea. Shade that I have is Fair 4, but this is nice. Like, it's a nice foundation. If you wanted to buy one that looks, like, pretty natural on the skin, and I feel like a little bit goes a long way, buy this, and you could, like, literally have this for your entire life, I feel like, because you get so much product in here. It's literally 3 ounces of product. And if that wasn't enough, I also have another one, so in case I ever run out, I think this one is in the shade Fair 2. I do also have the Florence by Mills Like a Light Skin Tint. This one is very light coverage, probably one of my lightest coverage ones that I have. This is definitely one of those days when you like barely want anything on your skin. I think it's a little bit more geared towards like teens, so, you know, not trying to cover much there, but I keep it in my collection to have on hand. Another one of those L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wears. I love it so much. I do have another one from ColourPop. This one is their Pretty Fresh Foundation. This one I wasn't crazy about, but it's an okay option. This one I do really like, actually. This one doesn't get enough hype either. This one is from Revlon. It's their Color Stay Foundation. This is really good. I think I have another, yeah, here's another shade in this one. I think it's a really great option if you are looking for something that's natural, looks really nice on the skin, wears really well. Again, good option. They have a natural finish and then also a matte finish. I prefer the natural just because I'm not someone who likes the super matte base, but either option is really nice. When I go in, I have a L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, and then, oh my gosh, I think I have the original matte one as well. Remember when these were all the rage? I probably need to throw these out because they are so old, but we will get to that in my declutter. But yes, I have those. And then from CoverGirl, I have their Simply Ageless Hyaluronic Acid Foundation as well. This is really nice too. Like I said, drugstore has some really great options. This looks pretty natural on the skin. I have a couple here from The Ordinary. Again, they look pretty separated, but I did like both of these. So we had the Serum Foundation and then also the Coverage Foundation. I just saw somewhere, I think that they are going to discontinue these, but I really liked them. I thought they were both great. I really liked the Serum one a little bit more, but really great options. I think they were both like $10. From Maybelline, I have their Dream BB Fresh Skin Balm. I can't remember my thoughts on that one. And then I have also from Maybelline their 4-in-1 Whipped Makeup. This one I remember my thoughts on. This is bad, you guys. This is bad. It does not look good on the skin. It pilled. Yeah, that one is just not a good look. I remember I got that from Ulta and I was like, what was I thinking? This is gross. From the brand Thrive Cosmetics, I have their Buildable Blur CC Cream. I feel like I wanted to try this. Somehow it got stuck in my drawer back here, but I've never tried this one, so I need to try this. I don't know, I'm gonna put that on my makeup desk because it must have just gotten thrown in here when I got it. But from Wet n Wild, I have their Tinted Hydrator. Again, a really great option from the drugstore, very natural on the skin, dewy finish. You can see what kind of my sweet spot is when it comes to foundations because I have a lot that are like that. From the brand AOA, I have their foundation. This is a nice option and very, very affordable. This is the Buildable Satin Foundation. From Wet n Wild, I have their Stick Foundation. This is the Photo Focus Stick one. I don't even know if they make this anymore, but when it came out, it was really good. But yeah, I've had this forever. It probably needs to be thrown out as well. ColourPop. This was the original foundation that they came out with when they first did like face products. I feel like this is the No Filter foundation from them. I have another one from Catrice. This is the HD liquid one. I think this is the original formula, so I probably should throw this one out since I have the new one from them. I have another one of the JOAH foundations I was telling you guys about, the Truly Yours. I think I already went over this one. I have another shade in the Milani as well. From Giorgio Armani, I have their Neo Nude. This one is okay. It's a very expensive product because it is Giorgio Armani, and I feel like it's just like okay because I have some others that I prefer more, but it's all right. And then I have from L'Oreal their Lumi Glotion. I feel like this one is more nice just to apply like underneath your foundation to give you like a nice glowy base. From Kosas, I do have their Skin Improving Foundation. This one, the shade match, I think was kind of off. This one ended up looking pretty yellow on me, but it's the Light Neutral Warm. I feel like I just didn't love the shade, so I feel like I didn't get a good feel for that foundation myself. From Physicians Formula, I have their Skin Silk Foundation Elixir. I remember really liking this one, but it's been a while since I've used it, clearly, but I remember liking it when it did come out. I have another one of the NARS Soft Mattes back here. I do have a couple shades in the Rare Beauty Foundation. This is the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. I did end up liking this one as well. I thought it was a nice formula. I have another one of those Giorgio Armani ones. I think they sent me these. That's why I have multiple shades in that. Another amazing option from the drugstore is this Essence one. So nice. This is the Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. Oh, I love this. And it's literally like $6. It's so good. Mine is like almost empty. I've used it so much. The shade that I use is 060, which is Natural Honey, in case you're curious. And then keeping with theme, another really good one from the drugstore. This one is the Hydrating Foundation from Catrice. Such a good one. This stays on the skin so nicely. It has amazing coverage, but again, very skin-like, very natural, so pretty. Love this one. We have from Physicians Formula their Butter Believe It foundation. You're supposed to be able to use this one as a concealer as well. Didn't love it as a concealer, but it was okay for a foundation. And then I have another one of the tinted moisturizers from Laura Mercier here. I have the Uma Beauty Sharon C foundation. This is so good too. You can find this brand at Walmart's. This is the Flawless in Real Life foundation. Very beautiful on the skin. It also comes in quite a few different formulas. I have another one of the True Skins from Catrice in here. And then I have all of my Maybellines. You guys, I have so many of these, but this was the foundation of my life. Like when I first got into this one, I have like so many different shades, but I loved this, like loved it with a passion. Like one of my hands down favorite foundations. I know they still make it. I just recently saw they're coming out with like a new version of this. I'm like, I need to get that. But so many of them. I have the Matte and Poreless, I have the Dewy and Smooth, and then I want to say, I thought there was like one more formula in it that I have, but I don't know. All of these, I have so many. Just don't sleep on Revlon, because this was another one that I really liked, also from the drugstore. This is the Colorstay Light Coverage Foundation, natural satin finish. Beautiful on the skin again. This one I loved when it came out. This is the Light Nude foundation from CoverGirl, the True Blend one. Remember when they gave us like that mailer? I feel like everyone got this mailer, but it was like a massive, huge box of these foundations. I had so many colors in them. It took me forever to gift them to friends, and then I ended up just like donating the rest of them because I had so many. But it was a really nice foundation, and I feel like when it came out, it was kind of like setting the tone because there were so many shades in it for the drugstore to have more shade options. So it was kind of just like one of the foundations of the moment at the time, but it's a really nice formula. I did really like it. This is the shade Light 60. I should probably get rid of this though because it's kind of old at this point, but it was a really nice one. And then I have from Maybelline, this is their Super Drop foundation. I can't tell you my thoughts on this one because I don't remember using it. I know I tried it, but I can't tell you. I can't tell you if I liked it or not. It got like obviously shoved back here in the back. I have another one of those Wet n Wild. My camera just cut off because I've been filming this for so long now, but another one of those Wet n Wild foundation sticks back here. I also have another one of the light reflecting foundations from NARS. And then we just have 3 more. There are 3 more back here and then we are finished. The Bounce foundation from Beauty Blender. Again, this was one that had the opposite effect of the CoverGirl. This was not enough shades in this one, but they did end up extending the shade range, and I do like this foundation. I think it's pretty. I like it a lot. I don't love the like little dish here. I thought at the time it was very revolutionary when they came out with this. We all thought it was so cool and different, but like as you can tell, it just like ends up getting crusty and gross. So I mean, it's a nice foundation, but yeah, we have that one. And then the last one that I have is from CoverGirl, and this is their Simply Ageless Serum foundation, and this one is again really nice, but it's like a balm, really good on the skin. It looks really natural, and I like that it also has the little puff in there. I know that's not for everyone, but I think it looks well with the foundation. So after that, you guys, that is going to do it for this foundation collection. I know that I'm going to have to put these all back in here now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I know, like I said, I was kind of dreading it because I have such a large collection. There's so many foundations. I need to do a declutter, so definitely stay tuned and thumbs this up if you guys want to see that. But thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye, friends.